Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show today. It's Friday. It's option expiry day, December the 16th. We've been quoting December 16th around here for about
Friday. It's
what,
option
2 months
expiry day.
since October. We've been talking December 16th, and here we are, $4 trillion of options expire today. Many of you have already done what you needed to do with regard to your December 16 contracts. Many of you have already shifted them out. You've bought them back for way less than you wrote them for back in September, October, November, and you've now moved into January, February, and Marches for far, far more cash. And you're going to do the same thing in January and February and March. Going forward, you're going to keep the money. A number of you have been building cash reserves, as I've been urging you to do, because I've been talking about the meltdown that might come in the markets, a sell-off of some proportion. It's possible we might just be into it now. It might just be beginning. Can't say for sure. We did drop 760 points yesterday. We have had the lowest prices now in a month. But this is a 3-month chart of the Dow, and you can just see, from the depths of September, October to the highs here in December, this drop off is not yet all that much. If we look at the month, however, here is where we are right now. This is the lowest level, obviously, in 30 days. This is a very shaky chart, but you can see them for yourselves on any of the websites out there, and look at them all you like. I'm looking for lower lows. I've been consistent in this one. I mean, if you're just joining this channel, by the way, if you're new, I'm Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce, they call me. Stock Markets with Bruce is the name of the channel. I try to explain the markets in plain English. I just try to make it as simple as possible to tell you what's going on and why it's happening. And we do a lot of chatting here about making money from this market by writing stock options against the shares we own. Look, I've been calling for the market to have a sell-off for months. We didn't get it in October. We got a bit of a sell-off, but that one wasn't even enough. I'm expecting lower lows, and the reason is not because of higher interest rates. It's not because of higher inflation. That's not actually going to do it. What's going to give us lower lows is underperformance from stocks, from companies, publicly traded companies that don't deliver the numbers. That's what's going to create lower lows. Just saw a couple of headlines in the last 15, 20 minutes. One of them was 4,000 layoffs coming from Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has announced 4,000 job cuts by the end of the year, about 8% of the workforce. That's a biggie because it's one of the leaders of Wall Street. And when one of the leading investment banks of Wall Street lays off that many people, it's the beginning of a wave of layoffs from everybody else. This isn't like they're idiots, they shouldn't be doing this. No, they're leading the market, and they're telling everyone what is already obvious to outside observers and insiders over there. Wall Street is losing revenues. The markets are just not as flush with cash anymore. The easy money that was around for a decade, where you could borrow for almost nothing, you could borrow for negative interest rates in Europe, those days are gone, probably for a generation or more. They are really gone. We're never going back there. The structural state of the financial world economies is so fragile that we are not going back there. We have investors, you, anyone else. We have pension funds, hedge funds, mutual funds, ETFs, and all kinds of investors who are saying, I want a return on my money, and I'm not going to lend it to anybody for free anymore. I'm not interested in that. Too many Americans and Canadians and Brits and Germans have been lending money to their banks. In fact, a savings account, saving money and getting nothing for the money, where the banks turn around and put it out in credit cards at 22%. They put it out on mortgages at 3-4%. They put it out for everything else. They're all making money, but the depositor is getting jack squat. Well, that is over. investors are going, hey, savers are saying, wait a minute, I want to be paid for my cash because I've noticed something that's happening to me in my life, and that is prices used to go up 1% to 2% a year. Now prices seem to be going up about 8 to 15% a year, depending on what it is I'm buying, and I need money on my money. I'm expecting reports to come out like another one that I just saw a few minutes ago, Winnebago. Winnebago came out with their latest results, and the headlines are fantastic. They're all just happy headlines. It's like, let's go to the campground, start a fire, and sing Kumbaya because Winnebago exceeded expectations. This is fantastic. This is what Wall Street is pumping out. This is the kind of gunk that is coming out of Wall Street, and it's coming out of every single investor relations outfit out there that represents and works for public companies that are not making as much money as last year. Winnebago has come out and said, we exceeded our expectations. What they then say in the second paragraph is that their profits for the year are 50% lower than last year. And their gross sales, their revenue in the front door is three quarters of what it was last year. They're getting hammered. And the reason they're getting hammered, because the sales slump is not going to stop. It's going to continue. Higher interest rates to buy an RV, and that the RV buy wave has come and gone, just like the real estate buying wave has come and gone. Your real estate prices, everywhere you look, you hear the same thing about a slowdown in sales, a slowdown in building starts, housing starts, construction spending is off. More and more buyers are backing away from the real estate market because they can't afford the proposed mortgage payment. More and more people who have a mortgage are finding that when they renew their mortgage, they can't afford the renewal, or they find it too expensive to renew their mortgage. And so what are they doing? They're putting their house up for sale to try to get off the mortgage. On the RV front, there was a huge boom 2 years ago to get into the RVs, to go RVing, discover America, because you couldn't go to Disneyland. It was closed. You couldn't go to Universal Studios. It was closed. In Orlando, in LA, they were shut down. All those Six Flags were shut down. Broadway shut down. Movie theaters restricted. So what are you going to do to get away with your children for a safe, quote unquote, holiday? You couldn't fly to Europe. You couldn't go to Asia. You went RV. You went camping. If you were well off enough and you had a cottage or a second home, a vacation home, you'd go to that. But if you wanted to be in the outdoors and discover places outside of the four walls of your house, you grabbed an RV and you went, either pulling a trailer or buying a Class C, Class B, or a Class A. That wave came and went, and it's now evident at Winnebago as the numbers are plummeting. The sales numbers at RV dealerships are plummeting. The financings by RV dealers are plummeting. There are very few people kicking tires at RV dealers these days, dealerships. It's much, much lower than it was. And if you want to see proof of that, go to YouTube and you'll find video after video about the state of the RV business. There are some really good RVers out there, some of which are RV dealers who make their own videos about the state of the industry, and they'll tell you what's going on. The 40, 30, 40, 50% drop off on sales has kicked in and is still there. But look, the Winnebago stock is up this morning. It's off 20% for the year, but it's up this morning. And there's the problem with this market. The reality is, the reality in the market is that Wall Street never says, take your money out of equities and go and do something else. They never do that. They say, we reallocate. We'll figure out where else to put your money. We'll find it into, we'll reallocate and reassess our investments. We'll go from equity, we'll go from like dividends to growth stocks, or growth stocks to dividend payers, or we'll go from tech to industrials. We'll go from here to there, but we never sell. Otherwise, they'd be completely out of business. But the reality is, Goldman Sachs is letting go 4,000 people. These are not $25,000 a year to $40,000 a year kids. that are being let go. All right. The starting wage at Goldman has been upped in the last 3 to 4 years. Even the grunts are now earning over 100,000 a year, but we're talking here 130 to 200,000 a year people. Annual compensation being let go, 4,000. This is huge. This will affect New York State's GDP. This will affect New York City's GDP because these 4,000 people employ probably another 1,000 people from the spillover, from all the money they're spending that they're making. The other houses join in and they drop off 10, 15, 20,000 all combined. We may have 25,000 layoffs out of New York City, out of the Northeast in the investment banking cycle. And that's because there are no IPOs being done. There are no SPACs left to take public. SPACs have been crushed by the SEC to protect investors. Do you feel protected? You feel better now, all of you out there? The SEC has made certain moves and are making certain moves, but they're not making enough moves that small investors deserve that should be made, like having anyone who shorts stock and is a reporting issuer, like a mutual fund, hedge fund, whatever. If you have to report your long positions, it should be mandatory. You report your short positions. That isn't mandatory. Even after all this time, it is still not mandatory for anyone who's shorting GameStop or shorting Bank of America or shorting Apple or whatever. They don't have to tell us. They do not have to reveal their position. However, if Fidelity were to buy 10,000 shares of Apple today, they'd have to report that in their SEC filings every month. No one has to report it short sales. It's the black hole, the mystery of the market, and wide open for manipulation and complete shenaniganism, as we like to say. And that hasn't changed because the SEC is getting walloped by the insiders at Wall Street going, we can't go there, we can't go there. Because it's a juicy business. It's a really juicy business. The amount of money that Wall Street firms make and all the other firms around the world, this is not just a New York thing, all the firms that lend stock to others who short it, they get paid interest on the value of that stock. And it isn't prime. It isn't the bank rate. No, it is a juicy percentage that varies by the stock. It is completely unregulated. It is completely the Wild West and is open to abuse. And there are people out there who short stock and institutions and entities that are paying a fortune in interest rate charges to these entities, some of which pass that interest rate on, part of it, to their holders, their shareholders, their clients, and some don't. But none of it's reported. None of it is reportable. You don't have to tell anybody. So there are, I don't know how many billions of dollars are made in interest charges, and how much commission is generated by short sellers, and how many trillions of dollars are ripped off to the small retail investor because there are manipulated stocks out there shorted by huge pools that don't have to report a damn thing to anybody. There are the innocent small investors getting crushed by stocks that get hammered out of left field for no reason whatsoever. And we don't know who it is. We don't know how bad it is. We have no idea. The SEC has always dropped the ball on this. They still drop the ball on this. Gensler and his team, you can talk all the talk you want about protecting small investors on all the SPAC stuff and everything else. But until you make it mandatory to disclose short positions, you guys are a joke. You're an insider's dream. You're a Wall Street group's dream because you allow the abuse to happen, and it's all legal. Congress will never institute this program at their beck and call because Congress has been bought off, as has the Senate. All the members of the banking committees and all these guys and girls, they don't even know how the markets work. They get massive dollars, donations from all these super PACs, and they're funded by the investment community. It's a wonderful thing. Self-regulated business that self-regulates itself and enjoys massive profits on the backs of the uninitiated and those who don't know how the game works. sorry to say. The big equalizer, there's one equalizer. It seems still hasn't been taken away from you. You can write stock options. You can write a stock option against a stock you own or a deep in the money contract you have, poor man cover call. You can write stock options and you can enjoy shrinkage, time shrinkage on any contract you want to write. Just a matter of, do you have the asset to write against it? Can you deliver if you get called? And hey, as long as someone's willing to pay whatever money for the option you're offering, you're in the game. The good news is probably 95% of the options market is dominated by the big houses in Wall Street, the pension funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, these huge players, these ETF guys, they're the ones writing most of the options. You folks on this channel are one of this channel's probably got one of the highest participation rates of option writers of any YouTube channel out there. And you're doing rather well with it. And I congratulate all of you who've been able to build a nice income from these option premiums. It's been going on since the 70s. It's nothing new. It's not been invented by some computer algorithmic program. Option trading and option writing has been going on for decades, 50 plus years. The beautiful thing about it, though, it is now all streamlined, like all investing has become streamlined without the use of human beings. You can do it all on these things right here. You can buy and sell and write options right here using one of these devices, and almost everybody has one that wants to do this. That's the best part about it. The speed at which you can write a contract and buy it back is breathtaking compared to what I saw when I first started in the business in 1978, 79. My first ever trade that I ever made, the first ever transaction I ever made as an investor, 1978, was that I purchased a call option on Shell, which was a oil and gas company. Shell, I think it was Shell Canada even. And I think I bought call options at $2 each. And I think I sold them for $2.25 about a week later. And I made 25 or 50 bucks or whatever the heck it was. It wasn't a lot of money, but, and then I had commissions off of that. And I don't remember the final numbers, but that was the first time I ever invested in the stock market. My first investment was as an option purchase. I didn't even have shares. As time went on, I would buy and sell shares and then do options and so on. But I was just, complete raw rookie at that point, obviously. And it was all done by human beings. There were many layers of humans that had to be involved in the buying and the selling of an options contract, let alone writing one. I had never met an option writer in my first number of years in the brokerage business. I'd never met one because, again, the origin of where they come from was this mystery. This where do options come from? Who makes them? What do they have underwritings for options? What's with these options? And many of you who are here now as option writers probably asked yourselves the same question when you heard this homeless YouTuber talking about option writing. You're wondering, who writes these? How does anyone write an option? What is that all about? Don't I have to be a bank? Don't I have to be a pension fund? Don't I have to have 1 million shares of stock to be able to do this? It's shocking how little people know about the options market, where they could be in it and be in it very profitably. It's still unbelievable to me that a year and a half into this channel and longer, probably now a year and 3/4, where I've been talking to you, the viewers, about writing stock options, I still can't believe how few of you there are. Those of you who are in it are passionate about it. You're doing well with it, and I love it. But the number of people overall in the market who do option writing is still the same. It's maybe 1% of all investors, maybe. As far as retail goes, the option writers really are the institutions. And they got it going on. Look at how much money the institutions are making. I mean, think about it. You guys write 10 calls on GameStop, say 27.50s, and you get $4 for them, and you buy them back for $1. You make $3 on a contract in like 2 or 3 weeks. And you go, I wrote 10 for got $4,000 in. I spent $1,000 to get them back. I cleared $3,000 in 3 weeks. It's $1,000 a week. The amount of money I had to have to be able to clear $3,000 was I needed 10 deep in the money calls is all I needed. And they are anywhere from $14 to $16 each or something like that. 14, 15 grand, and you're making $1,000 a week. Hello? What? You can make $1,000 a week with only $15,000 to your name? The hell is that? You can't do that. You're supposed to have $1 million to make $1,000 a week. Come on. Don't you read the brochures from the Wall Street experts? It's unbelievable. Can you imagine the institutions out there who are sitting on 1 million shares of Apple and 1 million Microsoft and 1 million Cisco and 1 million this and 1 million that? And I'm just saying 1 million shares because I'm making up the number. I mean, we know, and you know, if you were to ever take the time to dig into the portfolio size of some of these pension funds and mutual funds and ETFs, you will see how many gazillion shares they own of many hundreds of companies. And they can write options on all of this stuff. Just think about how many teams of option writers they have at their offices that do nothing but write options, just like I described right here, all the time. You think these guys want to change the rules? You think they want to make it so they can't make that kind of money? They're the casino, and they're hosting all the saps that come to the floor of the casino to buy call options and buy put options and risk everything. And I mean everything, because if you buy a call option at $3 or $400 a call, you buy 10 of those, that's $4,000 you just put on the counter. You could lose all $4,000, because if your option is out of the money, when you know, at the end of its life, and you still hold those contracts, you have zero value. There are millions of people a week, tens of millions, I would imagine, that lose everything on their wagers on options every week. Now, there are those who are very good at options trading. There are some very smart option traders. There are institutional options traders, trust me. But these folks have computer algorithms and teams of people watching 15 screens at a time to pull the pin on a buy or a sell order at a moment's notice to take risk off the table. They will do all kinds of complicated strategies to try to eke out a little gain. You guys, all you have to do is learn the psychology of the markets, how options go up and down in value, how they function, and very systematically and very calmly just say to yourselves, I am prepared to write an option that has about 2 months to live, a month to live, 3 months to live, and I'm prepared to sell it out of the money so it has no book value, just time value. I'm prepared to take time value in cash right now on these contracts, and I'm prepared to do this. I don't have to jump up and down and do cartwheels every 15 minutes to try to figure out what the markets are doing. I'm just going to cross my arms, hang out with Uncle Bruce and his gang. And I'm going to watch my contracts lose money, lose value, because they are running out of time. And they're out of the dough, they're out of the money. And if the shares have a dip, even better, my contracts will accelerate the downside because they're even further out of the money. And I will then buy them back and write another set of contracts. That's all you have to learn how to do. It's that simple. It's not that complicated. It's the question of, have you got the right mentality and psyche to do it? 1% of you do. 99% of you don't. And that's the reality. And that's why this channel has a small but dedicated following of folks who write options and make a fortune. And there you go, kids. Here's what it's all about. Insiders in Wall Street, oh my gosh, if you have a talent to write contracts, you can get a job in Wall Street. Would you want one? I wouldn't recommend it. It's rather stressful. The folks who do this for a living don't last very long. What ends up happening to folks in Wall Street that are option writers over there, you'll never get a tour of an office, like ever. But if you did, you'd walk around the floor of the options writers room. And you'll notice that no one is over 40 years of age. Most of the traders are in their 20s and 30s. They're rather stressed out. But what happens to these folks is they are either good enough to become a manager to drive others to do it, or they go on their own and they become option writers on their own right. And they might set up small investment funds with a few investors. They'll put together $1 million or $2 million in assets, and then they'll manage that for people and have a much calmer life about it. Perhaps. Or they go into another trade because they just can't stand the pressure. Remember, these folks don't write options exactly like you do. You might write a 450 contract, a $5 premium, $6 premium contract, and wait for the call to drop by half. These folks trade in minutes and in hours. They are whipped into submission by their managers and the bosses, where if you write $1 million worth of contracts and you can buy them back for $950,000 in like an hour, we'd like you to just buy them back and then wait for another moment to write another $1 million worth of contracts and then just buy them back for a quick 50,000. That's the way they like to play it. They don't generally go for the big home run ball. There are shorting firms that specialize in shorting trades that are long-termers. They'll target a company and go, this company's a bag of garbage. Their books are unreliable. They lie. We're shorting the stock at $50 and we're buying puts like there's no tomorrow. But we're certainly not going to own any of the shares. We don't believe in this company. So we'll play the options market by buying puts. Whereas on the outside, those who hold that stock that's getting attacked, they're option writers to protect their investment. And so they'll write deep in the money calls against the stock they own. So the stock trades at 50, they'll write 40s and they'll write $40 calls, 10 in the money, good for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months. They might write 10,000 or 5,000 calls for every month for the next 6 months going forward, all 40s or 35s or 35s, 36s, 37s, 38s, 39s, 40s, 41s, 42. They'll write options all over the place to protect their downside. If the stock does go down to 30, they've cashed in dramatically on all these contracts that have whittled down. And that's compensated them for the losses or most of the losses over here. That is the Wall Street way of doing it. Here, it's pretty simple. What's your overhead? Your rent, your mortgage, you have car payments, you have insurance payments, you have taxes, property taxes, utilities, groceries, life. You have life expenses, like anyone else has life expenses, and you need a certain amount of money per month to live on. And you all know what that is. And most of you know exactly what it is. It's equal to the paycheck you get. Every 2 weeks you get a paycheck, and that equals exactly your cost of living. It's incredible, isn't it? It's amazing how it matches. And you look at that and go, can I make double this some other way? Can I make another check while I make this check? And that's the first order of priority here when it comes to option writing. You try to figure out a way, can I match my take-home pay with option premiums and then beat it? And if I can beat it and double it and triple it, I can give up the day job, and I don't have to do that anymore because that's limited. There's a limited upside to your job. The upside is limited by your boss. You're never going to get the boss's job because the boss is 5 years older than you, and you're 40 and they're 45, and you're never getting that job. So you can't go any higher. You can't go into another department. You can't move up. You can only get your 3 to 4% pay raise in this organization. The only way you're going to move up in the world is if you leave that firm and go to another firm. That has been the old playbook. And sometimes it's successful and sometimes it's an utter disaster. When it's all said and done, you ask yourself, do I love this job and I love these people and love the benefits? Great. And a lot of people just settle. They just settle. And they don't bother shopping around anymore, and they settle. The option writers are those who go, I can't believe this is legal. I can't believe I'm making this much money. What I also can't believe is how my growth in options writing is happening as quickly as it is. That is what is the shocker. Wonderful surprise where people realize, my God, I thought when I hit $1,000 a month in revenues, that would be about it because I only have an account worth X amount of money. And yet, because I'm buying additional deep in the money calls, I'm writing more options now than before. And every time I write more options, I have more income coming in. And this just is snowballing here. There is no stopping it because unless you're going to write 5,000 and 10,000 contracts at a time, you're not a force in the option business. You're a nothing burger. So want to write 40, 50, 100 calls at a time, pretty easily done for most stocks, not all. But certainly the most popular trading stocks out there, you can flip 100 contracts, you can flip 1,000, you can flip 5,000. it's incredible how liquid it is, how huge it is, and what the returns can be for you. And so that's what's going on out there. Welcome to this channel, everybody. Thank you for those of you who've been kind enough to find the thumbs up button for me. You've been able to hit that already. I really appreciate it. We strive desperately to reach 200 thumbs ups per morning show. We try to hit that. We're at 84 right now, and I thank you for those of you who've just quietly, systematically just showed up, hit the thumbs up button, and listen to what Uncle Bruce has to talk about today. I appreciate it. It's great, and keep them coming in if you can. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button for me, please do. Let us know what number you are. We would appreciate it. Welcome all to the channel, the show, the craziness, the wildness, the goofiness, the silliness. It is going to be one heck of a day today. Thank you all for being here. Miraculous, thanks for being number 62. DQ, thank you for thumbs up, number 65 today. Larry, good morning all. Number 69 today. Matthew, I'm 71. I'm the 71st. Home Skill, I'm the 72nd thumbs up. Don't forget me. Quadruple witching day it is. Robert Benson says, I've been saying to my friends, learn how to write options. None of them have started learning the skill, even though they see the possibility when I explained it to them. None of them are doing it. It's incredible, isn't it? It really is. Nick, number 74, thank you. Mr. Walsh, assigned 500 shares of Netflix at 320, right, June 320 calls, $65 per. On June 290 calls, $80 per call, question mark. Don't know. I watch Netflix, but I don't follow it deeply. But I watch the stock. I think the stock's going lower. It's my personal opinion, but what do I know? We're at 290 at the close last night. Don't know where we are now, but look, if you're going to write 290 calls and take in $80, I don't see that as a problem. I don't see it as a problem. Looking June 320s, bringing in $65. That's not a bad deal either. That's $30 higher in strike for only $20 or $25 less in premium. Either way, a nice way to go. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of how much money they're handing you to just give them an opportunity to buy your stock. This is a wonderful deal. I would not unencourage you to do that. White Feather, Robert, that's happened to me too. Septic Pumpin says 290 is where we are right now. Credit Savage of Wall Street says, quadruple witching hour today, folks. Good morning, Uncle Bruce, my fellow simpletons and degenerates on this brisk morning of 36 degrees in San Francisco, California. Looking to write a $30 covered call on a Roblox. Yay! Way to go, guys. Let's see what else is going on. Septic pumping. I hate my job, Uncle Bruce. Bobby, NASDAQ dragging its feet. Doesn't want 1% drop like the other two. Splair, I'm number 86. James, I am thumbs up number 90. We're getting you halfway already here. Almost there. Alberto, Uncle, I am here. Number 82. Let's get this party started. Absolutely. Talking about a party, we're going to have some parties next week. And some of you have already taken the invite and have let me know in no uncertain terms you're in. We are starting here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week, a 1-hour show just for 6 viewers at a time, live on camera. This is kind of like having a one-on-one with me, but it's like a 1-on-6. It's a 1-hour, 1-on-6 show from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right in the middle of the market during market hours. And the whole point of the show is to be able to communicate with each other while the markets are happening and see each other and hear each other on this exclusive 1-on-6 format. And we can talk about trades that you're doing, trades you're thinking of doing, trades you're wondering about doing, and some advice as to what would you do if this happens? What should I do if that happens? Type discussions. Tuesday's show is sold out. The cost to get into this 1-on-6 is $150. Tuesday, we have 6 people lined up. We're done. Wednesday, at least 2 are done already. And Thursday, I think I've got 2 done on Thursday now. So there's only 4 openings on Wednesday, and there are 4 openings on Thursday for this 1-on-6 show for next week. If you'd like to be part of that, what you need to do is find my PayPal donate button, which is down below in the description of my videos. Make a donation of $150 there, US. Send 150 US there. And send me a private email and say, Bruce, Uncle Bruce, I just sent you $150 under the name of such and such. I want in on Wednesday's show, or I want in on Thursday's show. I can then pencil you in, and you will get an email alert from yours truly about 10 minutes before the show starts next week that will give you a direct link into this format right here. And you will be live with me on air with the other 5. And so 6 of us at a time can talk the markets while the markets are trading at the same time. And I'm looking forward to it. I think a number of you are going to find it very entertaining and enlightening. Alberto is here. He's already in. A number of folks have also already mentioned that they're in. Beach Boy is in on each day. Beach Boy is here for all 3 shows. I can't stop Beach Boy. So if you want to see what Beach Boy looks like, you want to talk to Alberto in person, this is your chance to join a small, intimate group with us. Now, look, if only 2 of you buy in on Wednesday's show, for example, then it's a 1-on-2 for the hour. For $150, you hang out with me for an hour, the 2 of you, and that's it. If it's a maximum of 6, but as long as there's 1 person that has made the reservation, the show goes on. So up to you if you want to be part of the gang or not. I think those of you who are new to this are going to find it incredibly valuable for a pretty good price. Instead of having to talk to me one-on-one on Sunday for $400 an hour, you can get one-on-one with me, or 1-on-6 for $150. I am pretty darn sure that through the 60-minute time frame that we're going to be hanging out that closely together, you're going to learn a lot more than $150 worth of information. I'm pretty sure you're going to be really happy with your investment, but you got to make the investment into yourself. If you really want to succeed in becoming an option writer and get better at it, you invest in it. This is not an incredible amount of money to pay to get a 1-on-6. This is a bargain. I think most of you know that, so I don't really have to sell it very hard. Anyway, can't wait. I'm looking forward to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. I'm looking forward after that to see what we do in the weeks going forward, and I'll keep you posted on that as well. All right. Thank you, everybody. Blair says 28 minutes left. What else have we got? Pulse Guitar. I don't know what thumbs up number I am, but I smashed that thumbs up button, Bruce. You're there, buddy. Mac okay, Mr. M. Uncle Bruce, any recommendations on when to shop for poor man cover call on Apple? Wait for more of a dip, or do you recommend another stock altogether? If you can find an Apple deep in the money call that qualifies, if you've taken my classes, you know all about the 90-10 rule. They're not easy to find. There are times where Apple contracts are just too darn expensive, and they're not in the right ratio, and it makes it difficult to do something. If you can go, the secret to a deep in the money call, as far as I'm concerned, is you have to go as far as humanly possible forward in time, which reduces the amount of the time premium you're paying as far as the overall impact on the contract. If you're buying a 3-month contract and it's a lot of its value is time premium, you're going to lose, because that contract is going to shrink in value in those 3 or 6 months from the time premium that's just going to evaporate away, and that'll eat up any money you make writing calls against it. You have to have a call that goes way, way out, so you can write calls for a long, long time on this call to generate a lot of income from it to compensate you for a slight loss of time premium that you're going to suffer. Again, it depends on what you paid for it. It's at the very beginning that makes or breaks this deal. And that's why I urge you to watch my lessons on poor man cover call writing, rollovers, and investment strategies to fully grasp what you have to know. You're entering a business that is surrounded by professionals that have years of experience, have unbelievable computing power to help them understand what they're getting into. And you're against these guys. You cannot come in there blind and think you're just going to make money being an option writer because you showed up. You're going to get your butt handed to you if you don't know what you're doing. And that's why I urge all of you out there. You want to become an option writer? Make an investment. You don't have to go to college at Dartmouth or the Wharton Business School or Harvard or UCLA or anything like that. It's not a 4-year course with a master's degree for another 4 years. There are 14 lessons available right now. That's all I have so far. On my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. It's just over there. You can't miss it. There's the website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. I'm out of Canada. That's where the website is. You'll find my happy little face on the front page of my website right there. Unmistakable, the face made for radio. And go to the section marked classes and you will find this. Start scrolling down and the lessons are available. They're just right there, right? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all there. And check them out. Start with lesson number 1. People ask me all the time, oh, which one should I watch first so I can write options right now and make money? Number 1. And then watch number 2. What comes after 1, 2? Then number 3. Because as you watch each lesson, you'll begin to realize, he's adding on to it. He's adding info onto the info. And he's talking about more complex stuff every time he does another lesson. And that's why his gang keeps coming back to him and they watch him every time because they're getting more educated on how this works. And they're getting smarter and smarter. And as option writers get more successful, their wardrobes change. They start looking like this. Anyone you see downtown walking like it's probably one of Uncle Bruce's viewers. They go out with their wives like I do, my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife. You start walking around town, you go to the Albertson store looking like that. It's embarrassing, but you can't stop successful people from acting successful. What are you going to do? Tell them you can't wear that kind of stuff? You got to let them be. Become part of the party, folks, and get with it. We're having fun here. Okay, 17 minutes until we start trading. Giddy up. Is there software required for these meetings? No, nothing. You will be linked into my StreamYard site right here. I'll be in the middle, probably around here somewhere, and there will be 1, 2, 3 on each side. And you guys will just be talking to me, and I'll be talking to you, and that's it. It's easy peasy, nice and easy, low tech. All you're going to do is you're going to have your whatever device you're using, and I'd recommend the strongest device you have for a good internet connection to be on the air with me. And then you might use your phone as your quote machine. You might use your iPad to watch the markets while we're talking, or you're just writing notes, writing down what we're doing. Remember this, at the end of that show, at the end of each 1 on 6, what I'm going to do then is I will then send you a rerun of the telecast for your own personal enjoyment. So you can rewatch the 1 on 6 anytime you want later that night, the next day if you want, to remind yourself of what we talked about and what we were covering at that time. So you'll get a copy of it and you're on your way. Okay. Credit Savage, I bought 100 Roblox on a stink bid yesterday for $27 a share. Now, based on shenanigans and how things are moving, I have a stink ask of $480 on a contract for a $30 strike that expires April. See if a fish bites. Yeah, let's see what happens. You get a $480 return on a $27 buy for only April. That's pretty darn good money. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, D.H. Ruda, I'm 107. Arturo, I am 108. Thank you guys so much for popping through here. And what's going on here? I don't know what this is. Can you math check me? Jan 25, 70 strike for about 72, 73. I have no idea what stock you're talking about. On Apple, you can go out to Jan 2025. This might be an Apple deep in the money call. Is that what you're asking me about? You're trying to get a January 25 Apple 70 call for between $72 and $73. Is that what you're talking about? Because Apple closed last night at what? Let's see, what did Apple close at? 136.50. So that contract that with the stock at 136.50, that contract is 66.50 in value. So that would be, if you can get that around 70 to 72 bucks, that's not a bad price to pay for a contract. Yeah, you can write on that one for a while. On Apple, you can go all the way out to Jan 2025. No 90-10 options in 2025, though, says Michael. Mr. Premium, the option, even if it's close to 90-10, still worth it. Michael, the 115s are at 43 per, not even close to the 90-10. Michael, they may open lower, though. Let's see. On Financial Mischief, Uncle Bruce, what's your opinion when shopping for poor man cover calls, looking at the 90-10 roll? If you find a contract all the way out to 2025, is it worth it to pick up a contract that's, say, $2 out of the 90-10? It can be, but you got to see what kind of premiums you can get on the calls you're writing. If the premiums you can get on the calls you're writing aren't all that great, then this extra $2 is you're already in a deficit position. But it's worth a good look. Sometimes a stink bid is the way to play this game. Just put in a stink bid and see if you get hit. You can start options with $100 Matterport, 100 Matterport, and 100 SoFi. And a class, first doing $1,000, you learn how to get the cash for the class back in a month, and you probably want to get more and invest more. Blair knows what he's talking about. Bobby, or do the Star Wars thing. Start at 4. I'm not sure what that means. John, are these the same successful people who bought SoFi at $14? John Biscuit wants to know. We have viewers here who have been making money or writing options who had lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in the markets the last 10 years. People who written to me and said, I followed every hot tip out there. I made good money doing this. I made money doing that. I got into the GameStop game. That's how I got into the market. I heard all about the markets because of GameStop and all the meme stocks. And I was up for a while, and then I was down, and then I was even, and I lost a bunch of money. Then I found Uncle Bruce's channel. And, I decided I was going to go after follow this guy on a longer term basis. And he's still here every day. He's still here. And he started talking about option writing a few months after he started his show about the plain English aspect of this market. And people have indicated to me time and time again, I have made all the dough I lost back. Everything I was losing 2 years ago, I've already got it all back. I'm ahead now. Some are saying to me, I've made more money this year than I've ever made working, let alone investing. It's unbelievable. Others have said to me, I can't believe the little amount of money I have has made as much as I'm making. This is what really blows me away. Are there people who own SoFi here at 14? Yeah, there are. There are people here who have SoFi at 25. People here who have SoFi at 10. Name the price. It's been as high as 25. There are people who have Matterport that would once hit 37. There are people here who have Apple that were once at 180. There are people here who have you name whatever stock. They tell me the 52-week high of every stock and I will tell you there's somebody out there somewhere that owns that stock. But are they still in the market, or did they walk away? They lost money and never came back. Is that it? Is that your whole plan? Your whole plan? You bought stock at one price, you never invested ever again, and you're bitter to this very day. That's your plan? Okay, that's your plan. Whatever your plan is, it's okay with me. Splair, my dream is to walk wherever I like through Paris, New York, LA, and Vancouver in this fancy outfit that Uncle Bruce is showing always while he's walking there through New York City. With that top hat and that cane, you gotta love that. Fantastic. 1 to 2 years, then it should be possible through this channel. It's really worth the class money. There you go. No sell says, John Biscuit. Hello, John. They average down, hello. Yes, Apple. Sorry, Uncle Bruce. That was Apple. Deep Value Investing. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. You mentioned Adobe this week, and it looks like their earnings were strong. How would you look at writing Adobe moving forward? the shares have not hit new highs comparatively where they were, in the last few months. They moved up this morning to what was it, 345, 350. I don't have it on my screen at the moment. So they're better, but they're not skyrocketing. They came in as expected. They met expectations. So a week or two from now, are the shares just going to be hanging around here? Are they going to be a bit lower? Is this market going a lot lower first? The overall market? Are we going to get a sell-off of the market because market players are going to believe the Federal Reserve now? They're going to take it seriously rather than just say, no. Powell talks about raising rates, but he's not going to keep doing it. He's going to stop, and he's going to lower rates starting next year. He has to go back to a zero interest rate policy. That's the only way to salvage the world's economy. I don't think that's what's going to happen. So the markets could be realizing that he's not talking less hawkish. He's talking more hawkish. Even though he only raised rates a half a point, he is not talking less hawkish here, and so are the other governors, interestingly enough. And so the Adobe thing, maybe it'll get caught up in the, as a sell-off happens, it'll reluctantly back off. So write options just out of the money and take in the premiums. Absolutely. What can I say? Oscar, I am number 112, deep value. I'm up 5%. Mr. M, yes, sorry, Uncle Bruce, that was for Apple 70 strike in 225. Yeah, if you can get them for that price, that's not a bad price. Splair, suddenly Matterport 280 was doing nothing until now. Alberto, I bought SoFi in the 20s. Oh yeah, average down below $6. There we go. Deep value. John Biscuit basket case is wasting time. Bobby Atkinson, $13.50, $15 average down to $10.60. What do we got? $13.50, 15 average down to $10.60. Deep value. Keith Gill says you average into position. John B is very new. Alberto, imagine not grasping the average down concept. Laugh out loud, some people. Splair, honestly, I live in Germany and it looks like some day trading gains plus 2 GameStop calls is enough for a single. I'm actually changing work. Next starts the end of January, so 1 month really paid with covered calls. John Pulse Guitar says, John, took me a while to jump into the covered call train. I wish I started this a year ago. I was one of the early SoFi holders, still have high conviction, especially because of the tech side. DH Ruda, John, you only lose if you sell and walk away. Financial Mischief, Uncle Bruce, I wouldn't pull the trigger if the premiums weren't worth it. I just wanted to pick your brain about it. I don't have a move in mind now, but let's say 90, 10, 1585 mark equals 1740 premium on a right 6+. Giddy up. Colton is here. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I've been watching for over a year now, and I've finally been able to build my portfolio up to start making good plays on options. Let's go, Bagel. There you go. Thank you, my friend. CB is here. Splair, and I only change work because I want to call more to get savings when I'm not working. 5 months part-time should be enough for a new HPQ. Giddy up, buddy. Pulse Guitar, Uncle Bruce is the real deal. Not one of these come on go market gurus on the YouTube. Yeah, I don't cheer the market higher and hope it'll go up. I just, whatever it wants to do, it does. I just want you to make money no matter what the market does. Stocks go up, you make money. Stocks go down, you can make money. Stocks stay flat for a while, you're gonna make money. Let's just do it that way and let everyone else be a cheerleader. Dude says, John Biscuit, you can do this. Trust me, it's possible. You have to write options. If you don't understand, stick around. I'm buying SoFi at these prices today. The past is not a reflection. Lawrence Olivier, hi, Uncle B. I've watched lesson number 2, but it doesn't talk about the 90-10 rule. Which lesson starts talking about the 90-10 rule? Kind regards from Quebec City. That there's a reason we don't talk about, or I don't talk about the 90-10 rule in lesson number 2. You're not ready for you're not ready for the 90-10 rule yet. You haven't learned about options yet. You don't know what poor man covered calls are. You don't understand the psychology of the whole thing. Just keep watching the classes. It's like you're coming to a university and the prof starts talking to you about whatever, and you interrupt the prof and say, hey, listen, man, I want to graduate here with a master's degree. I know it's the first class, it's our first week, but can you just give me the good stuff about 3/4 of the way through the class so that I can get out of here and leave you guys alone to keep studying for 8 years while I go out and start making a fortune with this invaluable knowledge. And the prof is going to look at you and go, you don't have your shoelaces tied and your fly is open. I guess sit down and shut the hell up. I'm not telling you to sit down and shut the hell up. I'm respectfully saying to you, if you've taken 2 classes, I thank you. You have 12 more to go. Get with it when you're ready and enjoy the other 12. Build the knowledge. Hang out here. Get schmata. And it'll all come together. You've got to be patient and you've got to be dedicated and you've got to want to learn. If you don't want to invest in your craft, you're only going to get back what you put into it. So you want to start writing options right away and take chances. You're going to be a wishy-washy successful option writer. But if you want to score, and there are folks here who are doing really well, they've put some time into this. It's we've been talking about it for a year and a half. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. I'm glad you're here. And keep learning how this is going to happen. It's exciting. It's really great when you're into it and it's working. Thank you, everybody. Deep Value is laughing, smiling, no selling. Nick going to bail out ATIP today. Nick, miner on the wall. We'll be making money today on my Len and Toll short, hopefully. Yes, always yes. You need a few more classes, says Splair. You need a few more classes. Derek, you can't handle the 90-10 rule. Deep Value, life is always, yes, Deep Value. I want all the classes. Splair, and be careful. I bought through mistake butterfly calls instead of poor my covered calls, the introducing to it. John Bickman, 123 thumbs up. Good morning, all. Popping in for a thumbs up. Thank you, John. Spicy, good morning. I'm number 124. Chris, let's go. Options expiring. Be quick and you can make some money in this volatility. Alberto, 4 minutes. Let's get these pockets filled with money. Lawrence, absolutely. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you all so much for being here. Lawrence, thank you for joining in. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to shift now the comments to members only. Those of you who are not members of this channel, please become a member at any level you want. You can be a Chilling with Uncle Bruce member or a Gold Bagel member, and you can comment during the trading time here. Would love to have you join us. The members of this channel are the reason you all get to watch this channel. It's the only reason that I'm on is because of the membership following. And I thank all the members who have consistently now for 20 plus months. Many of them have just been members right from the beginning and will not leave. I thank you guys so much. There's a good reason that a number of folks don't leave this channel once they join it. There's a really good reason. They make money. That's the reason they don't leave this channel. They're making money. It's not complicated. It's kind of like obvious. And I would love to have more of you learn how to make money in this market through option writing. We have 135 thumbs ups, by the way. We got 2 minutes to the opening. If you can find that thumbs up button, please nail it. Nazareth is saying, I've been a member for 21 months, member for longer than 21 months. It's been worth every penny. Thank you, my friend. Chilling with Uncle Bruce level member. Love it when I get these notifications. Also, Deep Value Investing. I've been a member for 18 months. I'm a Gold Bagel member. Thank you for everything, Uncle B. You've changed my life. I get this message. You cannot believe how many times I get this message. I get this privately on the air when I'm on camera. It's very emotional. I get this message through very deep emails. I can't tell you what it means to me. It's unbelievable. Auntie Jen is just over the moon about it. We're just thrilled to be able to, in any way, help you out there in this really ugly market. Look, the markets are down, aren't they? And they are not going any higher in the near future. It's going to get worse. The economies are going to get worse. A recession is coming in a town near you. I'm sorry to say. There's a way to beat it, and that's writing options. There's a way to beat this inflation monster. Larry, thank you very much for ringing the bells. Join this group. I think we're on the right track here. It's evident. The evidence is coming right at you from the members themselves. They're telling you, hey, I'm not being paid to tell you this. Thank you all so much. We are so blown away and thrilled, happy, thrilled that you guys do as well as you do regarding the writing of options. TIF, hey, been a member for 13 months, Bruce. Thank you, TIF. I appreciate it. That's Germany talking right there. This is awesome stuff. You guys are great. We have Europeans watching, and Canadians are watching. Americans are here. We have Aussies here. We have viewers from all kinds of time zones all over the world who are making money in this god-awful stock market that has been just erasing and eviscerating wealth. How many friends do you know that their savings plans at their work have gone down dramatically? How many friends do you know that have been looking at their ETF portfolios or their investment accounts from all those investment firms we keep hearing about? They see their statements and they're off. How many people have bond funds who are off 15, 20%? How many seniors who have their life savings in all these bonds? They're getting hammered, getting absolutely crushed with the Wall Street crowd. It's just been terrible. And here we've got 230 people here who are eagerly part of this channel to try to write options and to make some dough from this market, and are doing it. And I'm just, man, am I glad you guys are here. And I'm so proud of how you're doing this. It's fantastic. Thank you all very much. We are down on the morning as we would expect. We've been down all morning. We are looking at the markets now. Let's take a peek here, see how this all settles in the next few minutes, because everything is going to have a somewhat of a delayed opening or what have you. We'll watch all this go through. I think I've got the Dow down about 190 right now, almost 200 points. That's probably going to accelerate. We've got the S&P down 19, NASDAQ down 15. Oil is down $2.50 a barrel today. That's interesting. 73.60 to have a big chunk of oil value getting knocked off here. This is really interesting. AJ says, I became a member a little over a month ago. I bought 6 classes. I attended the most recent class live. And it's working. I'm definitely making money. There you go. There you go. I mean, Amy is a classic example of what's happening here. This is so cool. This is just so great. Thank you, guys. Anyway, there you go. What else is going on here? I can't spell, says Alberto. Mr. Premium of the Options says, thank you. This is generational changing. I hear you. I hear you there. Thank you, Larry, says Bama Babe. What else is going on? Good morning, says Olivia. I'm number 142 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Some folks are having a problem with Fidelity and some other issues out there, technical issues. It's Friday. $4 trillion of options are expiring today, so these brokerage firms are going to be overloaded with activity. Don't be surprised for a lot of volatility. The Dow might go up and down 100 or 200 points every 10, 20 minutes. Don't be surprised if that happens. Don't take it personally. They're not against you. It's just repositioning by major hedge funds, brokerage funds, ETFs, pension plans, mutual funds, investment houses, zillions of very wealthy investors repositioning accounts for the next quarter. It's the year-end adjustment. Completely normal. All right, we're down 216 right now, I believe. We got a 21-point drop on S&P and now 13 on NASDAQ. Oil down 255. GameStop is showing, I think, 2089 or 2088 up 30 cents. I'm going to call that a dead cat bounce. We'll see if that holds or not. But, you know, it's come off from, what, $28, a month ago to here? That's 40% or close to it, 30% something. So don't be surprised if it does this as well. I'm sure it'll do that. What else? ATIP is at 34.9 cents at the moment. I don't know if it's even traded yet. Tesla is up 78 cents. SoFi is down a penny. Apple is up 17 cents. HBQ down 13. Amazon down 2 cents. Home Depot only off a dime. We got a nothing burger happening on some of these issues. Cisco is down 53. Netflix up 126. Pfizer down 64. IBM down 76 cents to 141. Microsoft up 64 cents. Manic up 14. Adobe up 21.95 to 350 bucks. Fantastic. Those of you out there who have options on Adobe, if you can do a rollover and get a higher premium, great. If you can't, do nothing. Those of you who've written 350s, you don't have to do a dang thing. Just sit back, cross your arms, and let's see if this depreciation kicks in, because if you got a 350 contract, the stock's only at book value. It's not in the money. If it goes to 400, we'll talk, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Are we having fun here? I think so. Thank you all. Let's see here. Splair, I wouldn't be so much on the air if it as well if it didn't work for me. And Jeremy, the show is running from 2:30 to 5 o'clock and then at 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm up later for this. Brian, there will be a fight over $20 on GameStop today. I can't wait to watch the $20 battle on GameStop today. JR, White Feather, RC. Oh, I thought positions were made by the Knights of Neat. Watched that last night and just about fell off my chair. I never really liked Monty Python before. DQ, I need to build a Windows 10 machine on an NUC or something for ATP. I don't know what's going on here. Thank you all for being here already. 221 dip on the Dow. Moderna at 208. Up 150. GameStop 2075 now, backing up here. 2074 up 16 cents, but backing up now. ATIP 34.9. I'm not sure if there's even a trade showing. Maybe 7,000. I don't know. No chart yet. Tesla 157.64. It just went red. It's down 3 cents. The Dow's now down 226. SoFi is down 2.5 cents. Apple down 12 cents. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you everybody for joining in and being here. It's Friday, TGIF. Christmas is around the corner. Hope you have lots of good plans coming up with family members. Make sure to give extra hugs to people this year, extra long hugs. It's been one hell of a couple of years. It's great to have you here. Great to see you join me. Thank you for letting me know how you're doing out there. Way to go, you guys, on scoring profits on these options. Beautifully done. Thanks again for those of you who are notifying us how long you've been a member on this channel. I love those big green bars that show up. Fantastic. Those bars and the bars that say so-and-so has joined as a member. Oh, man, I love those bars too. Fantastic. Thank you guys for joining up. Those of you who are rejoining this channel all the time, I love you for that. Thank you. Fantastic. Great to have you here. And I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope it's working for you and you're getting more and more educated on how to do this. I love it. Stuart, thank you, Stuart, for this, for picking up a class. Stuart picked up a class today. Way to go, pal. Nicely done. And let's see, which one are you getting? Number 3, right on, pal. Class number 3. That's a good one. They're all good. They've all been really popular. Fantastic, man. I love that. Also, a special shout out to Showtime Solution Inc. Thank you. So Showtime picked up a class last night as well. So appreciate that. Those of you who are coming in on the 1-on-6 show, the 6-on-1 show, thank you for making these donations of $150 and coming in. We have sold out the Tuesday show, 6 already gone. We're now moving in on Wednesday. I think there's 3 openings left for Wednesday out of 6. And then we sell out. Then we go after Thursday. And if you'd like to join the party and the gang with me, a limited group of just 6 of you during live trading hours. I have this, like I say, a 1 hour during the day, 1 to 2 in the afternoon, Eastern time, 1 to 2 Eastern. Can you steal an hour away from your life between those times to hang out with myself and 6 other viewers during market hours? We will talk live about actual trades and actual market conditions. This is your a shot at as close to a one-on-one as you're going to get for $150. What the hey? It works for me. I hope it works for you. I'm pretty sure it will. And thank you all for those of you who are signing up for the 1-on-6 show Tuesday. I'm looking forward to starting it on Tuesday. That should be a lot of fun. Welcome all to the channel this morning. Welcome all to hanging out here. 149 thumbs up, so we're only 51 away from 200 already. Thank you for coming in here and nailing that thumbs up button right away to get me to 200 as quickly as possible. It is much, much, much appreciated. Let's see. We've got a good crowd coming through here. Check this over here. I'm just watching markets. We're down about between 210 and 240 on the Dow. We're jumping around a lot as expected today. $4 trillion in options expiring today. Trillion. That's why you guys can make a living here writing options. 4 trillion this week expiring. I think it was 2 trillion last week. All you need to do is pull out a few $1,000 every week, and you guys can live nicely out of the trillions available. That is how exciting this is. Look at the GameStop, 2059 now. We're backing off. 2056, we're red on GameStop. We were red on the GameStop. Look at that. Just like yesterday, we had a little pop at the beginning, and then within minutes, it's gone. It's gone. Amazing how that works. Thank you all. What else is going on here? Deep Value says Maxar stock soars. It's being bought by Advent International for $6.4 billion. If you build it, they will come, says Michael. And credit average. Well, the way things are moving, I see we may have a red day. I had to readjust my trade, Uncle Bruce, but it did trigger. So sold a $30 Rolex April 23rd for $460, and my cost basis was 27. Not bad for 5 minutes. Way to go. JR, wow, the Dow popped down and the other 2 big indices popped up. What's with that? Dutch brick. BW, 127 thumbs ups. I've been a member for almost 2 years. Just started my 3rd GameStop Where My Cover Call, other rights as well with my small fund money investing account, 20 grand. Didn't jump all in, but cranking them out now with Uncle Bruce and the classes. BW is getting more and more into it. It's great to see. Karen, in general, my rights have gone from $30 to $50, and I've increased to $500 to $1,000 and more on premiums. BW, Deep Value, it would be really nice if something like Maxar Tech happened to either Spire or Sextera. Well, you never know. It might be the first thing in the new year. I don't know. We're down 183 on the Dow. Moderna down 220 to 205. GameStop is 2070, trying desperately to bounce back. ATIP is at 35 cents, up a penny. Tesla 157.18, down 49. SoFi down a couple of cents to 461. Apple down 26 cents, 136.24. HPQ down a nickel, 26.79. Amazon 88.16, up 71. Home Depot down 337 to 324 now. Cisco down 53 cents, Netflix up 230, Pfizer down 64 cents, IBM down 83, Microsoft is off 29, Vanik down 7, Adobe up 19.97 to 348. The top trade for Adobe was 351. We're now 348. Goldman down 420, Google up 14 cents, Boeing up 282, Meta up 579. ME down 1.5 pennies. Rocket Lab unchanged. Matterport up 2.9. SmartRent down 4.5. Spire down 2. Sextera down 4.5 at the moment. That is what's going on here. Let's see here. Deep Value. Why are the call options so cheap on Maxar? If the only ones expire next January, the stock jumped to 50 from 20. I don't know for sure deep value, but I'm guessing the options market isn't going to do much anymore on Maxar with this takeover. I'm guessing. I don't know. Colton, thank you for joining us as a new member of this channel. Colton is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member right off the get-go. Thank you, my friend, for joining. Everyone will welcome you. This is kind of what happens around here. People will start to throw their highs, how are yous, like Mirko right off the get-go. Welcome, Colton from Mirko. Colton, got my membership, Uncle Bruce? I'm here to stay. Beautiful, JR. Dude, my platform calls it a diagonal also, but it's also set up legs separately. Splair, go GameStop. I want to write a $21 in the money call for March. Mandu, welcome, Colin from Mandu 5. J-Boy, welcome, Colin, to the gang here. We love Seinfeld quotes. Die Hard quotes. I think Colin knows everything about what we're doing here. I think Colin has been kind of hanging around as a lurker, and Colin knows all our secrets. There are no secrets for Colin. Credit Savage, just like that, $460 for 5 minutes of work. Who would have thought? It all started with class number 1. Better buy it now. Get the rush of an expensive stripper by getting hundreds of dollars in minutes. Laughing up loud. We're talking male strippers or female strippers. You're in Frisco, aren't you? Yeah, but you're a father of 3. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's keep it PG rated. A deep value makes sense. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Splair, welcome, call in. Pulse Guitar, call. Neat. TJ says, welcome, Colin. Colton, I'm glad to be here, says Colton. AJ, Colton, welcome. It's nice to have another new person like me. There you go. There are more newbies coming in all the time. All I can say to Colton coming in is to echo a Pulse Guitar to say, neat, neat, neat. Put those knee emojis up there. Colton, you can now put them up as well. Since you're now a member of the channel, you too can throw the knee emojis up there and throw a knee attack, just like Larry Titus, onto that market. Credit Savage, equal opportunity. Uncle Bruce, I gotta do what I gotta do. Formula and childcare is expensive. Exactly. Richard hits the knee emoji. Splair is hitting knee emojis. Deep value investing is hitting knee emojis. They're coming in like crazy. Caverdi is hitting knee emojis. Mirko, they're all coming in. Everybody, thank you. If I'm missing anybody, it's my fault. It's completely my fault. If I'm missing you guys, too many are coming in here. Constantine is doing it. Thank you, Demorier. Nick Demorier, number 157, Bruce. Thank you, Nick Demorier, for that. I appreciate it. Bama Babe is hitting the knee emojis. Option Nomads is hitting knee emojis. All for Colton. Welcome, Colton, to the channel today. A knee emoji attack is being done in your honor today. Uncle Bruce, I covered my LENTOL shorts for an overnight profit of $28,232. Congratulations, Nick, yet again. Karim, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it, says Colton. I love these knee emojis. Way to go, you guys. Hit those knee emojis for Colton and welcome him into the channel. Nick says, I bought 200,000 ATIP for 36 cents. Last trade, ATIP, 36 cents. Volume, 241,000 on the day. We're up 1 penny a share on ATIP. Look out. Here comes the buy wave of the channel on ATIP. Watch out. That's 200,000 more that can't come back at you because Nick's got them and they're not available until Nick gets paid $2.50 a share or more. Nick is greedy like the rest of us. Colton is hitting the neat emojis. Here they are. Beach Boy, neat. They're coming in like crazy. JR, neat emojis, left, right, and center. Here they come. J-Boy, just saw Nick spike ATIP. Nick just jumped on it. Look at that. You got to love that. Way to go, Nick. Welcome to the party, pal, on the ATIP.
It's one of the few greens.
He just bought 200,000 ATIP. 36 cents. Nick made a nice buck on Toll Brothers and Lennar shorting stock. And we have a new member. Colton has joined us as a new member of the channel, and everyone is throwing knee emojis out there in his honor. JR, Karen D, John Gill, everyone is throwing a knee emoji out there. You want to see knee? Look at these knee
Look
emojis.
at
Look at
them.
them all. They're all coming in. Look at that. Look at that. Knee
They look
emojis for
like
Colton.
little chocolates.
They look like little chocolates. Because Jen always thinks in chocolates, you know.
Well, I'm thinking that because I just heard on the radio that the average Canadian has over 5 kilos of chocolate a year.
That's 10 pounds.
I'm
That
pulling
makes
your
sense.
weight.
Well, that makes sense. And we're not number one.
And I'm leading the race in this family.
Yeah, JR says, bring us some shrubbery. That's right. Bring us shrubbery. John Anderson. Hello, Jen from John Anderson.
Good morning, John.
Sell my house fast in Upper Marlboro. There's less than 350,000 shares total today so far on ATIP. 348,000 shares. At least 200,000 were Nick. There you go. Neat, says BW. Neat, Mirko. Good morning, Jen. JR. Good morning, AJ. Looking forward to hearing about a great surgery and recovery. Ed Hoskins. Nick just bought 1/3 of the daily volume. BW says, hi, Jen. We bought a new toy yesterday for Jen to play with. Jen has a new toy.
Another new toy.
Another new toy. The dollars are
so many.
The dollars are just flowing out of this household. Let me tell you.
Yeah, things you don't know, you don't know.
Things you don't know what you need to do.
Huh?
You need to get that
When
thing
you
over
don't
there.
know what you don't know.
That's the cheapest thing Jen bought right over there. That little thing over there.
And I'm only going to use it for like 3 or 4 days.
We're hoping it's a very short period of time. But now Jen owns what is called, is it a Berg machine?
It's a Berg cold therapy machine.
Berg cold therapy machine has just been acquired. What was that? $350 we paid for that?
Yes.
$350 American dollars. You know, that's like 10,000 Canadian dollars. This machine has it looks like a cooler, actually.
It's a cooler.
And
let's not kid ourselves. It's a cooler.
It has a pump in there.
You put ice in it.
And it's ice cold water in there, and you have a hose that goes to this black bladder kind of thing that you Velcro to the side of your body where your hip is.
Or
And
you can put it on your shoulder.
you can put it on your shoulder, but this particular bladder is designed for the
They
hip
have
area.
ones for your hands and your feet.
Yeah, and it helps with post-operative swelling
And edema. Mhm.
and edema, so blood clots and so on. So we bought this unit for the house.
It circulates that cold water while it gives you compression.
Pulsing compression. So fancy dancy stuff, man. So the dough, whatever dough is coming into this channel, it's going right out to the Eisenhower Medical Center. And so we thank you, and the Eisenhower Medical Center thanks all of you viewers of this channel to help out this YouTuber and his hot Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife. We thank you. Colton says, hi, Jen. That's our new member. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro. Thanks for the kick, Nick. We're at 35.6 on ATIP. BW, he's quirky, he's goofy, yet he's making us a ton of looty. He's changing lives, and I'm no longer scared of the markets. We own them, says BW. Good morning, Jen from Mandu. JR, my mom had a hip done last year. She put it off for such a long time and now swears by it. We keep encouraging her to get the other one done.
They keep telling me, these are the easy ones. Knees are hard.
That's right.
Hips are easy.
That's right, Bobby. If you don't know now, now you know. Says Bobby.
Well,
Colton,
now I know what I don't know.
I'm holding all the stocks you talk
know.
about in here. I've been keeping up daily, just been sitting back and learning. JR, what will they think of next? Someone had a great idea with that machine. Yes, Mr. Premium. Nick, I saw the huge green candle on ATIP. Giddy on up. ATIP now 35.6 cents last trade. Volume now is 348,900. There you go. ATIP. Nice little shot there to get things started. Giddy up. Yeah, pick yourself up some ATIP, folks. ATIP, grab this stuff down here and take it away from people. Take it away from the losers.
Lots of green on your screen.
I do. I'm down 174 on the Dow.
Mm-hmm.
We're down $5 on Moderna, which is great. 202 on Moderna. Hit 220 the other day. But GameStop
we're the only
is.
Ones that are gleeful.
We're gleeful.
GameStop's
up a quarter. ATIP is at 35.6, up 7/10. Tesla down 8 cents. SoFi's up half a penny. Apple's now up 89 cents. HPQ down 2. Amazon up 64. Home Depot down 335. Cisco down 56. Netflix up 240. Pfizer still down 78. IBM down $1. Microsoft down 14. Vanik down 42. Adobe up 24 to 353. Goldman down 339. Google up 33 cents. Boeing up 91. Meta up 689. ME down 2.5. Rocket Lab down 0.5 penny. Matterport up 5. Smart Rent down 4.5. Spire up 2. Cyxtera down 8. It's mixed. It's a mixed bag here of what we got going on. Lots to watch, lots to follow. We had someone buy a class this morning again, Auntie Jen. We had one last night. We've got one this morning. Showtime came in. Stewart came in. Classes are being scooped up. People have got weekend watching to do, which makes sense to me. We have 1 on 6 people coming through here bit by bit. We're now, only 7 or 8 spots left out of 18 that we had. So those are disappearing very quickly. Fantastic stuff. I always keep my promises, Nick. I told you I'd buy ATIP, and I did. Giddy up. JR says, for those newbies here or anyone else who hasn't checked it out, on Discord, there's a 90-10 rule calculator spreadsheet on the Discord channel. JR, I use it often and allows me to set stinkers to get as close to 100 to 0 as I can. Saves the brain some for this simpleton.
Save the brain.
Constantine, Uncle Bruce, what do you think about GameStop January $20 call at $3.15? GameStop 20. Well, it's 81 cents in the money, and it dies Jan 20. That's a solution. That's always a trade. I mean, look, we know that GameStop is getting closer to 20, and they might test it. And if we break it, it's coming up this January.
2020.
Yeah. January 20th, he's got the $20 call for $3.15. He's thinking of writing those.
So it's just a 23.
It's a $20 call for this next month. Okay. So look, you're 80 cents in the money, 77 cents in the money. The rest is time premium. That's a nice time premium on a short period of time. Think about the stock before the split. We're dealing with an $80 stock, an $82 stock, and this guy is thinking of writing a $12.60 contract for a month, and it's barely in the money. I like the trade. So Constantine, make some money. Go and do it. JR, wow, the VIX is plummeting, but still the Dow stays in the basement. Beach Boy, holy moly, 300 shekels. For Beach Jen's Boy. Toys, isn't this a PG rated channel? We're buying Jen toys now. What kind of toys are we buying here? You plug
Happy Hanukkah, Beach Boy.
You plug them in.
Starts on Sunday.
And then you fill them with water. What kind of toy?
And it pulsates.
Jen, what are we buying you here, Beach Boy? Thank you.
And it has the option you can take the pulsating off.
Why would you? I mean, if you're that close, if you're on the hip, you're that close to the pleasure zone. Why would you shut off the pulsating feature of that machine? Do you notice that most people who buy that machine are women? Has anyone ever noticed that? That's something, yeah. Why is it
more women have arthritis than men?
Well, why is it that the woman has shoulder surgery and she wears that thing down at the hip? What's with that about? That's weird. But how does that help the shoulder?
I think we have to examine your data. I don't know.
And that's when they say, "Shut up, Bruce. We're doing it the way we want to do it. Just shut up." Okay, what do you know? What can I say?
Has anybody noticed anything today?
I don't think they've noticed a thing. No one has noticed.
Oh.
Let's just not talk for a minute. No one has noticed.
It's so quiet.
No one has said a word.
It's so quiet. I wonder why it's so quiet.
Constantine, Bagel's missing? Is that what it is? DH, the walker? A DQ, somebody fix the chair squeak. Lisa, no squeaky. No squeaky has it. He found the thing. JR, thing, there is no thing. Constantine, WD-40, Amandu, no lamp, that's for sure. Flint, yes, Merkel.
Definitely no lamp.
Merkel, the chair. Constantine, no squeak. BW, you've decided to wear pants today. DH, no squeak. Rugman came. Gonzo Cruiser. JR, how do I get on the Discord? Nick Dumouriez, the lamp is tilted. Now, Nick's name is Nick Mourier.
Okay.
And I keep, there's a number of Nicks on this channel. Okay. So to differentiate one from the other, whenever I saw Nick Mourier, I would say Nick Dumouriez is here.
Right.
Named after the cigarette. Yes. Nick's name now is Nick Dumouriez. He changed it last night. Colin, oh my goodness. This just came in right here. Holy moly, what is that? Colin, just sold 3 GameStop 2375 calls expiring Jan 20, 2023, 3 weeks ago, around 700 each. Still sitting on them. Should I wait longer or buy back now and rewrite on the next pop and purchase another deep in the $10 call to add? There's a good question. So you received 700 each a few weeks ago. 2375. The stock now is 2067. So in theory, you could go to February or March 22's and and probably bring in more dough. Again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but could that give you enough money to buy another Poor Man cover called Deep in the Money and then write another one? That might be a strategy. Keep an eye on that. The lower the stock goes, the more the opportunity here. We're only up 8 cents on the day. Now, what was this notification that came from PayPal? Oh, somebody we know in Blythe has sent us a donation. Thank you, my friend. Teacher.
Is that our cigarette smoker DeMaurier?
No, that's the other one.
Nick?
That's the other one. Nick, thank you very much
Nick.
for that wonderful donation. That will go towards the Anti-Gen Fund. For sure. Awful kind of you, buddy. We do love it. Way to go, man. Making money and sharing some of the profits. Way to go, pal. We love it. That is awesome stuff. Well, that paid for that little machine we bought yesterday.
There you go.
And then some.
Right. That paid for that.
We'll throw the extra towards the operation that we've already paid for.
You know how much I spend money, and they're just trying to keep you in bagels.
That's right. We just got to make sure to keep this guy alive in bagels, so he doesn't starve to death. Because if he's got bagels, at least he's on the air.
She just keeps
JR says,
"What are you going to eat?"
Without the squeak, my ears thank you. DQ, nobody noticed what wasn't there. DH Ruda, he yoinked the squeak. Flint Creek pants. He's wearing pants.
Is there nothing that Rugman can't do?
It's incredible. Gonzo Cruiser sent Uncle Bruce a private email and said he will hook you up with Tiff, who runs the server. Tiff, Gonzo, write Uncle Bruce an email. He'll send you a link. Yeah, if you want to get in on Discord for this channel, we have a little safety wall built in here. So send me an email to my email address, which is right here, bruceforman@hotmail.com. And tell me, hey, Bruce, I want to join the Discord channel. And then I will send you an email, a link to an email. You will then end up talking to someone else
a few times. A secret code.
It's a secret code. It's the code.
Stand on one leg.
And then that individual will get you into the thing. So we're trying to keep the the creeps away from the Discord channel, and so far it is working very well. So thank you all very much for reaching out. So if you want to be on the Discord, send me an email and I'll get you to a link that'll get you there, and you'll be happy. All right, fantastic. Thank you, everybody. H. Greg says, I think I'm 165 on the thumbs up meter. Colton says, thank you, Beach Boy. Been trying to quit this here channel for 20 months and you start with WD-40. Come on. I mean, come on. I can't. What, JR, by the way, Tiff runs our tight ship and has kicked out some who can't be constructive. So if you are a troll, don't even apply to join the Discord channel. Right on. Tiff is handling it. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I just sent you a PayPal gift. It is 1/10 of the total I plan to send. I could not send all 10K because it was asking me lots of security things since it was an international transfer. I hear you, my friend. I know, we know this. And
try doing it from Canada too.
Oh gosh, yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you so
just
much.
Everything. I mean, just
and you're lovely.
Whatever is coming through, we are grateful. Thank you, Flint. Last call for orders. I have time to ship in time for Christmas. Anybody wants some soap? Flint Creek Soap Company is going to send out soap.
I can't believe you can still get them out in time. That's
16th of December. Well, it used to be the 14th, 15th, 16th. Yeah. This is about it.
It's a week Sunday.
This is about it.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce stuff, man. Way to go, you guys. Thank you. Who else? JR saying, Flint, thanks for the heads up. Flint, Nick, wow, so generous. JR, by the way, that soap is the bomb, says JR. Yep. We had samples sent to us last year that we gave out to the folks who came to the one on the meet and greet, and it was a hit. It was a huge hit.
I don't like smelly things, but I like her soap.
That's true. Jen does not
walk down the laundry aisle.
Jen does not go down the laundry aisle of grocery stores. It just overpowers her.
I can't go into Bed Bath and Beyond.
She can't go into Bed Bath and Beyond. It's just
or Lush or any of those.
Or even Sephora. Sephora's hard.
Sephora has moments.
Yeah, moments. Yeah.
Oh, and like the Hill Figure and those stores, I can't go in those.
Can't go in there. It's just the smell just makes her nauseous.
Makes me sneeze.
Yeah. Nick is saying.
I like her so.
Nick is saying there will be 9 more gifts coming your way. So.
Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable, man. That's awesome sauce stuff, buddy. That is huge. Thank you. Speedy says Flint Creek. There you go. We're down 268 on the Dow now. We have reversed any kind of a climb and have gone down. We're down 31 on S&P. We're down 41 now on NASDAQ. The Dow's down 0.81, S&P down 0.8, NASDAQ down 0.38, and oil down $2.04 a barrel to $74. There you have it. Okay, there it is.
Well, with all the good news that the world has, it should be down.
Oh, yeah.
It should be.
I've been calling for a sell-off for months. Yeah, we're finally getting a bit of one now.
So
what am I going to do?
Bagel Man.
What does Bagel Man do today?
Do you want egg and cheese? Do you want... How about just plain toasted, not even butter?
I feel like Frankenstein and Young Frankenstein. Don't throw fire at me.
That's such a great movie.
It's a great movie, isn't it?
Listen very carefully.
Do exactly as I say.
Put the candle back.
Do not deviate from my instructions that I'm about to give you. Put the candle back. Oh, I love that movie.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
He was a genius.
And Terry Garr. They were great. They were great.
Cloris
Leachman. Frau Brucker. Marty Feldman.
I know.
The eyes going out.
Oh, and Peter Boyle.
Peter Boyle was Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein. Let's do just 2 slices of cheese like we did the other day. That was so good.
Was that so good?
It was so wonderful.
I'll see if I can beat it. Maybe slip a little horseradish under that cheese.
I'm afraid. Be very afraid. Thank you all so much. Trucker Tech 166. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm interested in the 6-on-1, but it's going to be a few weeks until my days off to rotate to Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. No problem there. We will be waiting for you, my friend. Beach Boy, what is this? What's this? First Toys, the WD-40, and now soap. Has this channel changed its rating from PG? What's going on here? These ingredients, they're suspicious. Karen, I've already wrapped and emailed all my soap for Christmas. Flint Creek, yay. Karen, JR, okay, now we will be dumping. Come on, Reed, make my short screen. JR, Red, come on, Red. Spicy, that's Frankenstein, BW Beach Boy, getting PG-13 between Uncle Bruce and Jen. JR, oh, that came out wrong. Tiff, BW, glad to hear you'll join us. Wing Commander, JR, your shorts may be green, but for a lot of investors, the color is going to be brown. DQ, toys, lubrication, cleanup. Flint Creek, we were never PG. Oh my goodness. Welcome all to the program. We're down 330 now on the Dow as this dip is accelerating and going lower. We're probably at the lows of the day now. Moderna down 745 to 199.80. So that Moderna hit 220. Now it's backing off. GameStop 2052. We're down 2051 now. We're down 7 cents. So GameStop is running into some red selling as well. We're going to probably push this $20 limit around, see what happens there. Thank you all. I had a meeting, says Wing Commander, just came back. What the heck is going on with NC-17? Paul's Guitar, Uncle Bruce, you've got bagel competition, 2 over easy cheddar slice, ham, bacon. Yeah, it's going to be hold up. Got to run to the restroom. Oh boy. Gonzo, thanks for that, JR and Tiff. Expect my email, Uncle B. Dude, can markets go brown? Hawkeye number 170 on the thumbs up meter, Bruce. We're only 30 away from getting you to 200 thumbs ups. We're down 41 on S&P, Nasdaq down 71. It's a 1% drop on the Dow and the S&P, 2/3 of a point on Nasdaq. The three markets are dropping. The VIX is still at 2232, down half a point, only half a point. Oil down 178 right now. GameStop 2042, now down 16 cents. New low of the day on GameStop. The low of 2039 just was hit. The high 2097. So the spread between low and high, it's going lower right at the moment. Nick, I have placed a stink bid for 1,000 SoFi covered calls for 71 cents, which I wrote yesterday for 78. Dude, call the plumber. The markets are brown. Bobby started the gift wrapping last night. Lots of Flint Creek soap going out to the families. Nick, I hope it gets taken out. I will make a quick 4,000 in profit if that happens. Giddy up, buddy. We're at SoFi now at 459 at the moment, down 4 pennies. And the stock was as high as 466. It hasn't had a big range yet. 3.9 million traded. That's light on SoFi, so it could definitely back off here unless buying really comes in heavy. All right. What else is going on here? We've got 2041 now on GameStop with a low of 2039, down 350 on the Dow Jones. Looks like even 360 now. This is the low of the day here, down almost 360 points on the Dow Jones so far this morning. So there's another wave of selling on top of the wave from yesterday. We're 41 minutes into the day. We got through the first 30 minutes meandering, a little dip and then a little recovery, and now a dip. So that's what's going on here. We got a lot to watch. Thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Wing Commander, wait a sec. Does brown mean? Oh my gosh. Flint, love you guys. Thank you. Nick, anyone need any help on buying any shares? What should I buy now? ATIP is at 35 cents. It's up a penny. No, it's up a tenth of a penny at the moment. The low of 34.7, the high of 36.3, the volume of 385,900 on ATIP. Trading now at 35 centinos a share. GameStop at 2040 now, again, coming to the low of the day of 2039. We just broke it. 2037, we just went through it. We're down to 2035, another dip on GameStop. GameStop is backing off. Every one of those contracts you guys are sitting on are following as you expected. Let's see, a splitter. I am now owner of a 21.25 strike April call. I received 440 after I bought it back yesterday. My $20 call for 490 took it down from 9. It gained twice after that. Nice going, splitter. Dude, red and green / brown. What does this all mean? 373 down points on the Dow Jones. We're now down 1.1% on the Dow and S&P, and NASDAQ is now down 3/4 of a point as we fall into more selling. More selling is coming in. 2035 on GameStop now. The low is 2035. This is the low of the day on GameStop shares. And we're approaching 377. We're at 377 on the down dip for the Dow. Not too far away from 400 points here if it keeps going. Tesla down 387 to 153.80. SoFi down 6 cents to 457 now. Apple 135.31 down 119. HPQ down 32. Amazon down 41. Home Depot down 627. Cisco down 80 cents. Pfizer off 115 to 52.46. IBM down 231. Microsoft down $2. Vanik down 136. Adobe is still higher at 1896, but it's at 347 a share, down from 354 today. That's been the high so far on Adobe. It is 347 now. Goldman up down 561 on Goldman. They announced 4,000 workers to be laid off this month. By the end of the month, they gave their 2-week notice, I guess, today. So 4,000 fewer workers at Goldman. That puts the market watch now on Wall Street. How many layoffs are coming on Wall Street? Okay, that is what we're watching here. BW, Jim Cramer has said that investors will have to learn that the Fed is not your friend. It's not your pal. If anything, it's your enemy. So insightful. It is true. He's right. The Fed is not here to make investors richer. The Fed is here to control inflation and try to hold the economy somewhat on an even keel. But it's not here as a bailout mechanism for Wall Street or investors. BW, only 500,000 shares traded on GameStop in 45 minutes. Ghost town out there. What can I say? We're watching a lot of stuff here. We're down 395 now on the Dow. GameStop 2030, a new low has been established yet again. 2026 is the new low on GameStop here. We're approaching this $20 level, psychological, big time $20 support level. What's going to happen? Is there a defensive wall to stop the fall? We only trade at 658,000 on GameStop, not 6.5 million. There's no buying here to hold this market up, I don't think. Thank you, Miss Jen. Thank you so very,
Go get
very.
him. Go Rugman.
Go Rugman. Yoink. Yoink.
Yoink. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah from Jen. Thank you, Miss Jen. The bagels are here. They're toasted. They're covered in melted cheese. Giddy up. Oh, yeah. We're down 394. Mm. 1.2% drop on the S&P, 1.15 on the Dow. We're going lower. Tesla 153.95. Be interesting to see if Tesla breaks 150 today. Oh boy. Rugman is your friend, says dude. Right. Bagel, says man dude number 5. Bagel time. 360 point drop on the Dow. Moderna 199 a share. GameStop 2035. A 9-cent recovery from the low. That's all. This is going lower. ATIP 35.2 last trade up 0.2 of a penny. 390,000 traded on ATIP. There you go. SoFi 457.5. Only 4.2 million traded on SoFi. A little pressure there. Apple down $1. Okay. Nick, I'm Johnny 5. Give me more input. What should I short? What should Nick short today? Maybe Adobe, but I'm not sure if today's the day. Mm. GameStop 2035 coming back. Mm. Don't short Maxart. Splair, are there any shorting ideas today for high volume? I know we got to watch this market here. The Dow is almost down 400. Now it's down 330. And we're going to be volatile today. I've told you this already. It's quadruple witching hour today. There will be 100 and 200 point swings on the Dow all day long here. So it's not necessarily a pattern. We just have to watch this volatility. Be careful. Respect it. 2036 on GameStop now. 2032. GameStop just dipped again. 2029. Here we go again. GameStop, 1 penny from the low of the day. 2027 now. We're at the low of the day again on GameStop. 2026. $20.25 is probably a support level. Nice round number. We'll see if it can hold. 2026 last trade on GameStop. 2025 now. We see 2025 trades going through on GameStop. $20.25 is now the official low of the day on GameStop. Lots going on. It looks like Nick has shorted Adobe. Just short of 1,000, he says, 345.49. What does it mean? Order cannot be replaced while in status awaiting you are out. No idea. Double check your platform. Make sure you have no open orders for anything else. I have no idea. Other than that, I got nothing. I don't know how these guys work. Spare said that I don't have a crystal ball. AMC was a juicy short from 570 down to 542. Nick will short more if it does not give me at least $5. There you go. Adobe. He's looking for a down dip on the Adobe. We're at 345.91. Rock and roll. Moonman Moo, thumbs ups. Thank you very much, my friend. We now have thumbs ups of 173 of them. We'll get 173 of them. We need 27 more to get to 200 today. Help me out with some thumbs ups if you can, everybody. Thank you so much. Can only say thank you. One way for sure to get the markets to do what we want. Give you the neat emojis. Neat. A little bit of ketchup there, a little bit of grape jelly there. Neat emojis. Let's go, markets. Come on. Spicy knows what to do. Come on, markets. You can do it. Here we go. Oh, my gosh. What is going to happen here? We're down 360 on the Dow. 2022 on GameStop. I think it's a new low of the day. Yes, it is. GameStop 2021. We've broken through 2025 like a hot knife through butter. Spicy is throwing them out there. Constantine Mandu is throwing out the emojis. We got them coming from every angle here. Trucker Tech is throwing them out there. Deep Value throwing them out there. Here come the knee emojis, just like crazy. Deep Value Investing again. Some of these are overloading the system, so I have to actually force them to show. YouTube can't keep up. Awesome stuff, everybody. Here come the knee emojis. DH Ruta, thank you, everybody. 2008 on your GameStop. 2008. This is going to test $20 now. Here it comes. We've been watching for it, waiting for it. 2006 is the low now. TJ is watching. We are watching a lot of selling coming in here. The down now down 391 again. Another run at 400 points or more. 199 on Moderna. We're coming down. 2005 on GameStop. That's a new low. Every penny now is grinding it closer to $20. What is going to happen? What is going to happen here? Is anyone else having grown the TD Ameritrades? I'm trying to close an option. I'm not able to. Wait time to talk to an agent. 50 minutes. Oh my gosh. I have no idea, Cindy. I have no idea. I think we have $4 trillion in options expiring today. This market keeps going lower. Unbelievable. Trying to close an option. Hopefully the option you have is going lower in price. Hopefully it's just going lower in price. We've got a lot to watch here. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a morning. What a crazy morning today. Google is dropping, says Trucker Tech to Nick. Down we go. All right. We have 180 thumbs ups, 20 more, and we got 200, folks. Keep them coming in. Thank you. We're down 387 on the Dow Jones. Watching this market. Oh, boy. HIP's going higher, 35.8. 391,000 is climbing. Tesla down $5, 152.50. SoFi down 7, 456. SoFi's dropping. Apple going down to 135. Okay. Oh boy, thank you everybody for being here. Good comment here. Almost 4 in 5 U.S. employees fear losing their job during a potential upcoming recession per Bloomberg. Deuce, Uncle Bruce, not at all concerned about HIP's small cash position with their large losses? No. Nope. Yeah, okay, I just don't get X. Everyone else is tanking and it shoots the moon. Kent, I always waited for a pop before I'd write. Made me miss some good opportunities. Been doing always be writing this past month. Yup, you were right. Always be writing is the way to do this. Exactly. Kent, you're getting it. Always be writing. Because when stocks go down, they sometimes keep going down. And you got to let it happen. If they want to go up, don't worry. You'll do a rollover. You can roll up. No big deal. But when they go down, you got to keep writing on the way down and on the way down and on the way down. Exactly. The last of this bagel. So good. Oh, man. Love that. Volume on HIP, already 300,000. Flint Creek. Oh, my God. SoFi just let me apply for options. I can get options on SoFi. I can write options on SoFi. Right on. Got lots going on here. We're down 380 on the Dow Jones, 48 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ now. The Dow down 1.1%, S&P down 1.2%, NASDAQ almost 1%. We are dropping on all three markets here. Alex, Flint Creek, way to go. Way to go, everybody. Pulling in some dough here. 198 on Moderna. We're backing off on that Moderna. We're down 392 on the Dow. We're down 402 on the Dow. It's official. We have broken 400 now on the Dow. That was a psychological thing. Again, it could fluctuate 200 points either direction at any time. Just be ready for volatility as the afternoon comes in today. It's option expiry day, quadruple witching hour today. All kinds of futures are expiring. All kinds of mutual funds, pension funds, hedge funds, all the index funds are all readjusting here. There's a lot going on between now and the end of the year, but today is a big day with the options. Just allow this to not bother you too much. Just kind of go, okay, he's right. I see this. These adjustments are going on. GameStop 2013 to 17 right now. The low of the day, I think, is 2005. I think is the low. Yes. And we could go lower yet. Is there any advantage to writing options on the SoFi app compared to my platform? I have no idea on that. It is just 2 weeks old on the options ability on SoFi. They promised it was coming. It arrived. It's now attracting people. Bobby, come on, GameStop, $6 out of the money, out until April, still holding the $3 range. Spicy, should I roll my 25 GameStops, Jan 20s? What do I do? I got 246 for those Jan 20s. What do I do with my GameStop Jan 20s? By the way, New York Fed president reiterates that interest rates are going to go as high as necessary. There's no letting up on the hawkish tone coming from the Fed. That should make the market pay attention to that. That's negative for the stock market, by the way, in case you're curious. Spicy, I'm up 47%. What do I do, Bruce? I got 25s for January. Well, let's take a look here. Yeah, you were out of the money. 62 to 86 cents is what I'm showing right now. I would take a look at buying those back and at the low end, like 62, 63 cents. If you get hit down there, great. Maybe even put in a bid at 56 or 61. See if you can get them down there. Take a look at maybe February or March contracts. February contracts, if I can get my big-ass iPad to cooperate, which would be nice. And, of course, it doesn't want to cooperate. It wants to put up a fuss. Wants to have a hissy fit with me now. You know how these things are. These kids today, oh my. These kids today, I tell you, I do the best I can with these children. See if I can get this to work on my computer. I don't know if it'll be any better. February calls. There we go. Okay. You could write 2250s and probably haul in 270 to 293. Maybe try them off for those at 292. That's one suggestion. You want to go further out to March and bring in more money, which is always a good thing. You could write 22s for 360, 65, somewhere in that range on a stink offer. You might catch those. 21s, if you think the stock's going to break 20, the 21s are 395 on the offer for March. 23s are offering at 340. So 23s, if you can get 335, is a good one. That's a good premium and a couple of dollars out of the money. As a thought, if you get these calls back that you've written in the low 60s, that would be an idea, or even in the 56 range. The stock could drop, to 1985, and you might get your calls back at 56, 51, and then write the others. But on the other hand, if you get out now and get them back at 63 or something, and you can write those others in the threes, that might be the move you may want to make right away, because those will drop 50 cents very quickly if we dump under 20 here, into the 1950 range or something like that. Very, very interesting. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all for being here today and hanging out with yours truly. Thank you for these thumbs up so far, everybody. Keep them coming in if you can. Remember to subscribe and become a member of this channel too. We love you guys. We are at 182 on the thumbs up meter. 18 more is all we need to get our coveted 200 thumbs ups for the morning show. It's hard to get them on Fridays. We usually have a smaller audience on Fridays, and then we do the rest of the week. And so asking you guys to come together for me to hit the thumbs up is sometimes a bit of an ask. But if you're able to hit that thumbs up button for me, please do. We're down 442 on the Dow. Right through that 400 level, 198 on Moderna. GameStop at 2015 now. We're backing off again. 2013 on GameStop. ATIP 35.7. We're up 0.8 of a penny here on 400,000 volume. ATIP 187 thumbs ups, 13 to go, guys. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, Deep Value Investing, for those neat emojis. Appreciate it. Very nice. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, I got 2 more GameStop $10 calls till 2025 at $12 if it's a bit out of the 90-10, but on GameStop, I'm fine with it. First, right, $20 contract. January already brought in $3. 25% of my cost. Way to go, Mirko. Uncle Bruce, 2,000 profit on Adobe short. Should I take it or wait for more? Says Nick. Asks Nick. Look, the markets are down 427. There could be even further droppage. We're at 341 now, 342 now. So we're approaching the lows of the day. Just making money, my friend. I love it. I love that you're making money on this stuff. I love it. JR, Uncle Bruce, a lot of sentiment of, well, it might go back up if I did it then. What happened to being realistic rather than spewing crap? Just get in there. I bought back 5 HPQ expiring today for a penny. Wrote 5 HPQ 317.27s at 187 before. I would just wait for the stock to go up before writing. Not anymore. Always keep writing. BW. So if I only let you buy calls and then sell them, if I only let you buy calls, then sell them, they are not allowing writing of calls as of yet. So they're only at level 2. On SoFi, SoFi is only letting you buy calls and then sell. I see what you mean. You're not letting you write yet. That's coming. Okay, I got it. Flint, I don't like the setup on SoFi options. Not sure how to write covered calls. It may not allow it yet. Damn it, says Flint Creek. Jimmy, question, folks. Is calendar spread the same as digital spread, a.k.a. Poorman covered call? Diagonal spread is definitely that. Check it out. I'm not sure, but I would not do a diagonal right. You do a 2-stage process. You buy your deep in the money call first, then you pick the call you're going to write as a separate transaction. Don't do them both at the same time. Do not fall for that deal. Uncle Bruce still writing today with this rebalancing. You can. Can't GameStop just get shortly to 1980 so that we can buy back the $20 calls out of the money before we write new ones above 20? I mean, Sprayer's asking reasonable questions. I just want to get rich. J-Boy, 183 thumbs up. Kent Merkel, I've been playing just out of the 90-10 rule for the 10s, but seems worth it for the extra time. The 25s are generally only $50 more than the Jan 24s. Merkel, Kent, yes, that's what I'm going to do. JR, yay. Hey, Uncle B. It's Uncle Bruce is clear today. Must have gotten the Wi-Fi issues fixed. Did your TV issues change, Uncle B? We figured out a number of things on the television a few days ago. I have no idea what Jen is doing. I'm never out there. I'm always here, so I just leave it to her to do what she does best. And if she gets her NFL football, I'm a happy guy. Believe me. 2010 on GameStop right now. We've got, what do we got going here? We got the market off 426 on the Dow. Moderna 198.50. GameStop 2010. ATIP up to 36 now. It's up to 36 again. 407,000 traded on ATIP. Tesla 151 down $6. 151.57. SoFi 456 down 7. Apple 135.09 down 140. HPQ 2650 down 34. Amazon down 71. Home Depot is off Home Depot's off $6.80. Cisco down 82 now. Netflix up $1.20. Pfizer down 155 to 52.06. IBM down 260. Microsoft down 340. Vanik down 270. Adobe down to 342.02. Goldman down 470. Google down 56. Boeing down 177. Meta up 440 at 120. It got up today to 123, but it's now back to 120. ME down 3.5, Rocket Lab down 7, Matterport down 5, SmartRent down 9, Spire up 0.5, a penny, Cyxtera down 9 cents. Okay, 406 right now is the Dow loss at the moment. Okay, what's going on here? More comments. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, I got 2 more GameStop 10s. Following all that, I've done this message. Let's move on. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. Separate transactions. JR says, separate transactions allow you to set stinkers on my platform during the automatic thing gives you market orders, and they aren't that great. Do not do preset market orders on Poor Man Covered calls. You have got to buy the call separately first, then write the call separately later. This is in my lessons. This is why you pay $150 for a lesson, because you save thousands of dollars in misery by not doing these market orders. Absolutely. BW, I are good at English, Uncle Bruce says BW. I are learned, you know. JR, oh, wow, the wire's heating up. Incredible latency lag in my internet feed today. The Credit Savage of Wall Street. Well, Uncle Bruce, would you look at that? That $30 Rolex cover call expiry, April 1 sold. I sold at $460. It's the high of the day. I got them. Yes, kids, it can be done, and you can learn. It all starts with class number 1. Right on, Credit Savage. Well done, my friend. 424 drop on the Dow now, with GameStop sitting at 2005. We're back to the low of the day range here. 2003, 2004 right now. We are at the low of the day on GameStop. We are approaching the low, and we're pushing $20 shortly. The way this is going, we might be hitting $20 a share on GameStop, everybody. Keep an eye on that. We got the Dow off 420, S&P down 52, NASDAQ down 113. We have now thumbs ups of 190. I need 10 more thumbs ups. Is there anyone out there that can hit that thumbs up button for us to get us to 200 thumbs ups? Is it possible? Please help out if you can. Thanks, everybody. Thank you very, very much. 190 thumbs ups and counting. GameStop, when Uncle Bruce, when GameStop gets now below 20, can AMC drop then below 5? You know, don't ask me that. BW, never ever use the broker's diagonal spread or other tools. They hose you with market orders. Just buy your leaps, then go and write against them. Stink offer and bid. Make more profits. Yes. If you can score 50 cents more in your pocket by buying cheaper and writing higher, 10 contracts at a time, 500 in your pocket. Hello, it's worth it. Indeed. Karen, I just bought back 3 GameStop Jan 2023's 2625s for $119. I wrote 3 April 21 2023's 2625s for $291. Just brought in $1.70 odd a contract times 3. That's 100. That's 500 more in your pocket. Karen, well done. Michael, +1 on what BW says. There you go. Never, ever use market orders on that stuff. We're down 384 on the Dow. We are fluctuating along here and will all day. GameStop is 20.06 to 10 now. ATIP, 36 cents. Tesla, 152. SoFi, 456, down 7. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Oh, man. AJ decided to start doing Poor Man Covered calls. I picked up 4 contracts, $10 2024. So now I have 8 GameStop contracts in just one of my 4 accounts. Right on. Deep Value. I'm up 25% on my far out Maxar calls today. It's not volatile at all. It just keeps, it's just like Deep Value stock RFP. Right on. Way to go. We're down 378 on the Dow. We've got GameStop now at 2014. Some of you might be getting better offers to sell calls at a nicer, higher price. That's what it's all about. ATIP holding at 36 cents on 411,000 traded now. An interesting day on ATIP. All right. Whew, we got work to do here. What can I say? JR, okay, Uncle Bruce, to you, over 200 with my other YouTube account. Let's go, Rugman. Let's get it happening. We're going over 200, 202. There it is, 202. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Credit Savage is saying, hey, kids, I'm a dumbass. Birdie is an idiot nephew. DQ, not that much better. Coyote, his age is the same as his IQ. And BW, no speak English that well. If we can make money, you can make money too. There you go. What an endorsement. Anyone can make money writing options. Well, how about that? Financial mischief. Credit Savage. I didn't go out to April, but I did pick up a March 30 of 375 this morning. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for getting me over 200 thumbs ups. 204 have now come in. You guys are great. Thank you for getting us over this level. It's hard on Fridays to break 200 thumbs ups. It's very tough. Thank you all for helping out here. Cheers. Yeah, fantastic. 205 thumbs ups and counting. I thank you all so much for helping us out today on this move. We're back to 2007 on the GameStop. We're watching this market here. We're wondering, are we going to break $20 on GameStop? The 2002 level is the low of the day. 2002. We're at 2007 right now. That's what we've got. Okay. Barron's headline says, Apple is the top pick for 2023, analyst says. Look past recent struggles. I mean, no kidding. Most analysts are going to recommend Apple because of the amount of commissions they make from Apple. You think they're going to say no to Apple being the stock you should be buying? They want that stock higher. They need that stock higher. They need that stock trading heavy volumes. That keeps the commissions coming on in, and it's easy to attract money to the market if you recommend Apple as a buy. I mean, yeah, I recommend Apple as a buy on a discount. 135.05, great time to buy Apple. Oh my gosh, down now 392 on the Dow. Another run at 400 is going on here. 205 thumbs ups. Thank you guys. Down and around we go. Oh my goodness gracious, so much going on here. What was that? My DKNG stink bid would have hit by now, says somebody here. I can't read all these comments. Okay. What a roller coaster. Bobby Atkinson lowered it yesterday. Credit Savage. Financial, that looked good too, but I need to raise 500 capital, so that call was closer. I'm taking my daughter to see the Nutcracker tonight, and so the front row tickets aren't cheap, nor are the snacks. Matthew, that was a good one, the Credit Savage of Wall Street, laughing hard. 205 thumbs ups. Thank you guys again. Thank you. All right. We're on the air now, 2 hours, 16 minutes. We have got a lot of volatility already. We got more coming. Back to 2020 on that GameStop. Watch it go. ATIP, 36 cents. Tesla, 151.84, down 5.83. Going for that 150 and lower today on Tesla. It looks like SoFi, 456 at a half, down 6.5. Apple at 135.06, down 144. Keeping an eye on a lot of different trades, everybody. All right. How is that Adobe? 342 on Adobe, 342.64. The low of the day now, 341.14, as Adobe's trying to hold off, not go any lower at this point. People are making money shorting that as well. And the option writers sitting tight with 350s. Giddy up. All right. Fun times. What can I say? Fun times. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Going to get a break in right now. I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour trading today on this wacky day. Anything really weird happens, I'll pop in early. You always know to keep an eye open out of the corner of your eye in case I show up over there. thank you all very much for being here. And make some dough today. Enjoy your option shrinking premiums. Look at rollovers for more money. That is the name of the game. Building cash. Pick up some deep in the money calls on a good price, cheap price, and write more calls. Absolutely, it's the way to go. Compound your gains and earn more income. This is what it's all about. Okay, guys. Thank you. Appreciate all of you joining today, becoming members. Those of you making donations today, Nick, you're unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. Beach Boy, as always, you're phenomenal. All of you out there making donations, great. The 6-on-1 people, thank you for letting me know you want in on the 6-on-1 shows. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday is sold out. Wednesday is getting close. Thursday is starting to fill. December 2021 and 22, 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon during live market hours. You're welcome to join us for 6-on-1s when you're ready. Thank you all so much. I'll see you this afternoon at 3, okay? Kent is saying, Chris Savage, I hear you. Kids are expensive. Kid has a 3-day golf tournament next week that had a $525 entry fee. How about that? And let's see here. Enjoy the break, everybody. Deep value. See you soon, Uncle B. We love you. Thanks, everybody, from John Anderson. Mando, good afternoon. All credit, Savage Kent. Yep. This is our daddy-daughter day, too. It's our daddy-daughter day. I take her on a nice date, and she has a ton of fun. There you go. Right on. Precious memories. That can only happen one time, and that's why time is so important to get this done. Have a good day, everybody. Says Constantine. I'll thank you, Uncle B. Matthew, have a good one. Thank you, my friends. All that. Appreciate it. Keep your eyes on your markets, and I'll see you today at 3 o'clock, and we'll get through this whole trading day together and get ready for a bit of a weekend. Okay? Thank you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.